All right, what's up, guys? So I'm gonna do coffee talk. I was originally planning to actually play Christmas Mutilator, but my laptop is not done charging. So even though it's charging right now, I'm gonna play on it anyways, because I can record coffee talk. Yeah, but I really want to get back to Christmas Mutilator. I want to beat that game because I just didn't like how things ended. You know, I feel like I got did really dirty. Let's put the headphones on. I don't have a rap in me today, so we're just gonna go straight to the meat of the game, meat and potatoes. I lied. I feel like rapping. I feel like snapping on the track. I feel like spazzing. It's about the day one on October 1st. We gonna see what happened. We gonna see who's snapping. Oh, all right. Oh, you guys see the moon today? I don't think the moon is usually there. The moon is coming up. That means Gala is about to kill everybody. But we gave him Gala hat, so he should be fine. Okay. Coachella organizer reminds parents not to allow their children to attend unsupervised. Isn't that one meme? With the I know the meme. I don't remember a lot about it. It's blurry. It's blurry. Rachel Florencia confirmed to perform at Coachella 2020. Was Coachella a real thing, dude? 2020 was such a blur. I feel like Coachella really happened, didn't it? Do you guys remember? Gil Naiman and Maruki Harukami to collaborate for a new IP. Alright, let's see who's coming in today. Sorry, we're not open yet. Oh, Neil, you've come very early today. Is there anything I can help you with? There is definitely something that you can do. What is it? Can we work here? Oh, what? Excuse me, what? Is it possible for us to work here? Why? We have learned something precious since we first arrived here. Communication is very important on Earth, and Earthlings communicate in a very complicated way. It blows our mind to learn that you need to mix between verbal and nonverbal communication here. Wait, what are you talking about? Those so he wants to pick up on like body language, or it wants to pick up on body language. I don't know. They want to pick up on body language. Yes, but I can see that your communication skill has improved an awful lot since you arrived. That is true, but it is not enough. Some of the biggest lessons about Earthlings we learned them here. This made us think. Instead of focusing on finding a breeding partner, we should focus on learning how to communicate with Earthlings properly. Sounds like a good strategy. That is why we asked you to allow us to work here. Because you want to interact with our customers? That is correct. I'm not sure about this. Neil, normally if you're applying for a job on Earth, you have to go through certain processes before you finally get the job, if you get it at all. Oh, let me think this over if you don't mind. And I'll let you know tomorrow. Nah, cause he can't be up in here like putting bro, no, like you'll have all my customers tripping, bro. We are sorry for our spontaneity, but it has to be today. May I know why? Because we are leaving for an event tomorrow. Alright. Okay. Thank you, but with one condition. You won't be making any drinks. Yeah, right. I'll handle that. Once I'm done, you will give the cup to the customer. Understood. There are other things you need to keep in mind. What is that? Dealing with the customers. Some people come here just to chill. They might come just for a drink, work, or to read something. I strongly suggest you let them be. But always be prepared if they want to talk about anything. How can we know whether people want to be left alone or not? That won't be easy. But you'll be able to judge based on their... What event is he going to tomorrow? Or... I'm sorry, I keep misgendering this alien. I don't think this alien has a gender. It's wrong to put them in the male and female categories, because that's like a earthly thing, an earthling, earthen. They're not from Earth. Alright. Nonverbal signs. Yes. That will be very hard for us. Indeed. Don't worry. I'll give you a sign when you should start talking or when you should stop. Thank you. We will need that so much. Well, that's basically all you need to do here. Do we need a special outfit to do the job? Not really. I'll lend you an apron though, to help your suit clean. Oh, to help keep your suit clean and to differentiate you from the other customers. You don't really need more differentiation, but it will make you look more legit for the job. That is a very earthling thing to do. It is. Alright then. Are you ready for this? We are. Okay. Let's start the night. Alien, you gotta help me get the customers right. You know they coming in, you know they coming for the win. You know they gonna pay me that $10. Who's in the shop? It's Freya. Holy wow. What the heck is happening? Good evening, Miss Freya. Hey, Sim, what's going on here? Well, Neil is working here tonight. And I thought I was the one who brought bad news. I never thought this place would be ground zero. Yo, for an alien invasion. It's not that. Neil is just helping out. You've never looked like someone who needs help. There are a few things to clarify, Miss Freya. First, our mission was never about conquering Earth. In fact, it is the other way around. Second, judging from the situation, we are actually the person who is getting help from the barista, not the other way around. What? We have learned some things since we arrived, and we came to a conclusion. Before starting another breeding mission, we should learn more about how Earthlings communicate. We thought this place was the best place to learn. And you just agreed to this? On one condition. I make the drinks. Neil will only be here to serve and communicate. Fair trade. What's in it for you then? What? You're helping them here. What do you get in return? Now that you mention it, if there's anything you want from us, please do not hesitate to ask. Don't mention it. They're gonna help me make some kind of outer space, otherworldly tea concoction. Call it iced comet. That's redundant. Speeding comet, bro. Because it gives you like caffeine. Okay. I can write an article about your work here, Freya. If I still need to write for the paper again. What happened? The chief found out. Oh. Is that why you didn't come yesterday? Yeah. How did she find out? You remember my fateful meeting with the higher up? In the elevator? Yeah. Same thing happened with my chief. Ooh. Oh no. They met each other in the lift. And the higher up mentioned our encounter to her. Chief called me into her office, and things went downhill from there. She realized immediately that it was the reason for my poor performance lately. She didn't like it, of course. I'm sorry to hear that. What are you going to do now? Write the dang novel, I guess. And after that, hope that it sells well. If not, I don't know. Might have to move back in with my parents. We do not understand what is really happening, Miss Freya, but we feel the immense sadness and frustration you feel. How about a warm cup of drink? It is on the house. Hey, Neil, I know you're trying to learn the language and all that, but you got to learn about something called permission, okay? You're not in charge here. We will pay for the drink. Okay, he's allowed to do that. No, it's okay. It's on the house. Oh, okay. That was a nice thing to do, Neil. That was the best thing to do according to our senses. It was. So, what do you want to drink, Miss Freya? Okay, so Neil is learning. I think Neil is gonna be okay. Because Neil is learning how to, like, communicate with humans and all the good stuff, you know, that you would want your alien friend to learn. Our favorite, anything. I trust you with the decision. The usual. I don't know what else to make her. This is gonna help her feel better, you know? Here is your drink, especially crafted by the owner of this coffee shop. Well, who else is gonna brew it? Thank you so much for this. I always wondered why your place only served hot drinks, but today I might have an idea why. How far along are you with the novel? I can prepare the draft in a few days, I think, now that I don't really need to care about other deadlines. And if I manage to infuse some coffee and creativity into my blood, that sounds doable, even without the caffeine infusion. Excuse me, Miss Freya. We have learned extensively about Earthlings' bodies, about all their races, and we do not think infusing your blood with coffee would be advisable. I'm sorry, Neil. I'm not really in the mood for this sort of conversation. It was just, Neil. Freya wasn't serious about fusing herself with coffee. Oh. We are glad to hear that then. That was a figure of speech, Neil. This is reminding me, I had an ex who, she was very convinced I was on the autism spectrum. I'm not saying Neil is autistic, but the way that Neil is unable to, everything just reads so logically to Neil. I would have that with my ex, and she would say certain stuff and it would upset me or confuse me or whatever, because I would take it so literally. So I don't know, it just makes me I don't know why I'm bringing that up. Let's get back to the game. Ah, we have heard about that term. It is still very hard to understand your language. It'll always be hard. Languages will keep on changing. Understood. At least we are here now to learn the basics of how Earthlings communicate. Miss Freya, if we may ask away. How fast do you write? Not fast enough, apparently. But do you have numbers? Numbers? How many words do you produce per day? I don't think I have the exact number, but full-time, I should be able to write between 3,000 and 5,000 words per day. If you guys were authors, and you wanted to write a novel, how many words per day would you try to write? I'm working on a book right now, and my goal is 1,000 words per day, but that's because I work full-time already. I work 40 hours, an office job, I go after type, and then I come home, and then I try to write the 1,000 words. But if I was just off, no job, just home all the time, I think I could probably do 3,000. I don't know about 5,000 words. I'd have to build up to that. Because the thing with writing is that it's writing is very much a marathon. It's not a sprint. You can sprint in one day. If you are okay, I want to write 2,000 words. You can sprint to get that done. But the marathon of it is that you need to be fueling up and having a writer diet, a clean writer diet. And if you're a writer, that should be stuff that fuels your imagination and your creativity. So ideally you should be reading books, and that can be that could be novels, it could be manga, it could be graphic novels, comic books, video games with a lot of reading. You should just be reading and taking in ideas, right? You should be doing that pretty often, because if you try to write more than you read, I mean, it can be done, but it's not like Lil Wayne when he was oh, I don't listen to other people's music, I just do my own thing. You can't, I don't know if you can do that as much with writing, because you're gonna run out of ideas at some point without any input. You're gonna your way of talking and writing and word choice is gonna become, I feel very redundant. So you want to keep exposing yourself to new things, and then see what you like, see what you don't like, and bring that into your writing style, or avoid in your writing style, right? But yeah, I don't remember what I was really saying. Just that 3,000 words should be doable, but you have to train for it. You can't just go in raw. If you wanted to write 100 words a day, yeah, you could probably just go in raw, but not with 3,000 words. That's a lot. That's raw. See, she's saying it's raw too. After that, I still need to edit it. I usually end up with about half of what I originally wrote. Oh, see, that's exhausting. I take the Stephen King approach. I don't know if you guys have read, what's it called? Stephen King on Writing. It's actually right here. Let me grab it. if you guys are like authors or aspiring writers in any way, like any type of creative fiction or just creative writing, even for video games and stuff, please read this book. Please, it's so good. This is one of the best books I've ever read. And he advises, well, his process, it's not necessarily the advice he gives, but his process is that, actually, no, he does give this to beginning writers. Write like 6 days a week, and then when you finish the draft, like the first draft, put it away for a month so that your brain has time to like deacclimate from it, be out of it, and then come back in a month's time and just look over the novel and be like, okay, I want to take this out, I want to take that out. Like the first time you write for yourself, right? And then the second time you come back and you're editing and stuff, now you're writing for like actual people besides yourself. Maybe people who you think would like your book. Preferably you should write for them. And like tweak your book, you know. But editing every day after writing 3,000 words, that sounds exhausting. I mean, but you could do it. You could do it. But I would rather just take a month off, because then in that month I can like invest in other things I like doing. Like I have a piano over there. I could play my piano. I could play more video games, right? I could do other stuff besides just having to write all the time. That's just me though. The standard number of words for the thing you need to write is between 50 and 100,000. That's right. But for this draft, I don't need to write that much. That is a pleasant information to hear. What did he say the standard for a novel is? 50,000? 50 and 100,000. I think right now, I finished my first novel. That one is probably like 90,000. I don't know how big this one is. It might be like 70 or 80,000 right now, but I still have like a whole third arc of the story to do, and then kind of the conclusion after that, or like the epilogue. So I might end up past the 100,000 mark. Let's see. I think it should be around 15,000 words. That's pretty big for a pitch draft. Well, it's Gra Media, the biggest publisher around. If we count based on the number of words, it seems like you will be able to achieve your target easily. Ha! I wish. Writing isn't only about the number of words, Neil. It requires things outside of the mere word count. If we only judged writers by their ability to write a large number of words, then we wouldn't have poetry or short stories. That is pretty hard to understand. But we learned beforehand that art is a difficult matter, even for Earthlings. Yep. Earthlings seem to have a fascination for things which are hard to understand. From languages to arts. Right again. But you're not that wrong about writing, you know. Word count is one of the few things you can objectively judge a story by. It's not the most important thing, but it's still up there. So it is still a valid parameter. Definitely. Cool. Yo. That didn't sound at all like... That's what I'm thinking. Neil is... they're adapting. I guess you really... Oh, that's Neil's voice. I guess you're really learning something on Earth. Oh, another guest. Oh, Myrtle. Good evening, Miss Myrtle. Oh, Myrtle, I forgot. Myrtle doesn't like Neil at all. I won't even ask, except for one thing. Who's making the drinks? I'm still the one responsible for that. Good. Coffee with a little bit of ginger, please. Alright, well. So a little bit of ginger probably means this should be the last ingredient. We'll do milk, honey, and ginger. I don't know what this is gonna make. Oh, she wanted coffee. Oh, what was that? Okay, trash. Coffee with a little bit of ginger. So this should just be coffee, ginger. I would be a terrible barista. Jahe Tuberk. These Indonesian drinks have like pretty looking names. They sound so fancy. That's probably just like my foreigner bias though. Because Indonesians are like, let's see where this drink is from. Indonesia. So Indonesians probably read this drink and they're like, They're so used to it, you know, they're desensitized. It's just novel to me. Ginger presides over the ground coffee at the bottom of the cup. Originally from Indonesia. Okay, that's what I thought. Your order is ready. Not bad, thanks. You are welcome. What brings you here today, Miss Myrtle? Neil, some people come to a coffee shop just to sit without being disturbed. Oh, that definitely seems to fit Miss Myrtle's visits here. Actually, I'm not here to just sit without being disturbed. Ah? Pardon us. I was just training Neil in how to talk with the customers here. I can see that. You're still trying to get... Oh, no, we are not. We are tasked. Neil is really picking up on, like, human slang and lingo. That's interesting. We are tasked with learning how Earthlings communicate with each other. Yeah, that's a step in the right direction. One suggestion. If you want to blend in with us, stop using such formal language. Start talking the way we talk. Start listening the way we listen, which, essentially, is not really listening at all. That's true, and it irritated me just now. I just felt irritated reading that, because it's true. That would be very difficult to achieve, but we will try, step by step. One small step for you might be one giant leap for your kind. That was nicely said, Miss Freya. By the way, Miss Myrtle, now that we know you are not here for your usual activities, are you here for someone, then? Yeah. Oh, is it Aqua? Uh-huh. What's the occasion? No special occasion. It's just... Is she crushing on Aqua? How much you guys want to bet that she's going to be crushing on Aqua? I'm going to feel so bad if it's not that. I'm going to feel so stupid. It's just, bro, look. I mean, come on. She looks like such a stud. And Aqua's like the femme. She's the femme in the relationship, you know? She's not butch. I don't think she, like, I wouldn't consider this butch, but what do I know? Like, I'm just a dude, but to me, this looks like a stud. This looks like a stud. Like, you can clearly tell she's a woman still. It's not like butch where they, like, sometimes you're like, whoa, like, that's a lady, you know? Like, this clearly looks like a woman, but just, it's got that, like, the stud energy to it, her, you know? I don't know. I'm late. I was supposed to leave early, but... What is this? What is happening here? Oh, I'm not... I'm not reading that. Where's Sim? Miss Aqua, please relax. I'm here. Oh, you're safe. Yes, everything is fine. Okay. Please let me take a break. A breath. Sorry, I just got so confused. Here, please drink this water. If she's Atlantic, like she's from the ocean, or she's oceanic, sorry. Is it dangerous for her to drink like certain kinds of water? Because it's not like he gave her salt water, right? She's from the ocean, so she lives in salt water. And like saltwater fish can't live in like fresh water and vice versa. So what's going on with her about that? Unless I just put salt in the water just now. I'm sorry. It's all right, Miss... Oh, it is all right, Miss Aqua. Everyone has been surprised to see me here. What are you doing here anyway? We are starting to think that we might need to make a recording for the answer to this question. You don't have to tell me if you don't want to. No problem, Miss Aqua. It is time for our break anyway. Neil is just making up rules. But low-key, that's how I run my shop. I'm open at midnight. It's already random as heck. Like, of course Neil is going to be making up rules. So, here is the deal. That's the real spiel. Do you know how I feel? In my astro suit, ready to peel. I got an event tomorrow, I'm gonna kill. But first, I'm in here trying to steal. Trying to make a good deal. Oh yeah, oh yeah. I'm going to outer space already, man. What's happening here? I got 3 ladies, but none of them want me. I was trying to breed, but it didn't work. The honeys didn't really like my money. They didn't think that I was funny. So now I'm here trying to make a good appeal to the... I don't... That's really interesting. Very nice of you to do this, Sim. It's nothing, really. But do you really think one day is enough to learn everything? Definitely not. But we do not want to disturb this place's business for any longer. As if this place cares about business. Right, that's what I'm saying. He opens at midnight. He already knows what the deal is. Besides, we want to travel around the planet more. This coffee shop is a good start. But we cannot limit ourselves to just this place. Where do you want to go after this? Coachella. Why was that the collective reaction? What? What are you gonna do at Coachella? According to our research, there are many... Bro, Coachella is an online event, right? Isn't that like during COVID? Everybody's at home watching from their couch. Where are you gonna... Alright. That is why we decided that the event will be our next target. Well, you're not wrong. Didn't you say the baby has to be born out of love? Yes, we noticed that. But we also noticed that we need to know a lot more about Earthlings, including the breeding manners. That is what we will study in Coachella. After that, we will be ready to breed with... Oh my gosh, that's so cringe, bro. I shouldn't say this, but heck, that sounds like the best plan you've had since you got here. We know. We also surprised ourselves. But please, Miss Freya, let us stop talking about our plan. How does Neil like do stuff though? Like just like Alright. We work here today. First, let us return to our spot behind the bar. So our discussion with Miss Myrtle was stopped abruptly. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. What are you two doing together? It's nothing. We're just friends, you know?
We just want to hang out and talk about our work. We both work in the same field, remember?
Yes, that's it. I don't have that much experience in game development. What did I say? Listen, from the first time I saw them together, remember I saw Myrtle and I'm like, oh, she's a stud. When I saw them together, I knew it. I knew they were gonna get together. Like, beyond just coworkers. Beyond just friends. Mwah. I thought your research was in computer graphics. Yes, but I've never made a game from scratch before. I was always a bystander. So, I've been asking Myrtle for feedback from time to time. Today, I wanted to thank her directly, but she arrived first, so couldn't buy her a drink.
Never mind that. I'd refuse it anyway. I'm the man here.
Wait, you want to thank her directly? Does it mean you're done with the game? Excuse me, Miss Freya. It should be your, not... Huh? Am I tripping? Did they see the typo in the game and instead of correcting it, they were like, oh, let's... Or did they did they think like, okay, let's make her say your and like break the fourth wall a little bit? What was that? That just tripped me up so much. Okay. It was a slip of the tongue. Cause I'm tripping because you can't hear the difference between your and your. Like, it doesn't sound different unless you say like you are. But that could still be yours. Oh, that's yours. I don't know. You're from Baltimore, maybe. How did you even... Right, okay. How did you even pick up on that anyway? It's not like what I'm saying. Okay, they just wanted a little fourth wall moment. Okay, I see you developers. We just know. Back to you, Aqua. So, you're done with your game? There's a lot of things I still need to polish and fix, but players can enjoy the experience from start to finish. What kind of feedback do you give people for a video game?
That depends on the game. But in Aqua's case, most of my advice was about the pacing control and UI/UX.
It must be fun to have finished working on your creation. It surely removed some of the weight off my chest, just to replace it with another weight. You mean there's still more to come after you're done? I'm not done with my book. I just lost my job. And if I can't finish this draft on time, I'm done. And even after all that, if it doesn't sell well, I'm even more done. Doubly done. I'm sorry to hear that, Freya, but please be more confident. I'm even starting to doubt myself. I read some of your short stories, you know. Oh, speaking of that, let's take a look if I want to read. Oh, we can change the music. Arami Jinjuru. That's the okay, because they were mentioning Arami Jinjuru in another episode. This is the person who made the music in the game. Gotcha. What am I looking for? Oh, the stories. Okay. Nah. I subscribed to the Evening Whispers app, and then I read some of the stuff you wrote. They're really good, you know? Some of them are better than others, but it's still an enjoyable experience to read them. So I'm excited to check out your book once it's done. You're too kind, Aqua. What you're going through is more or less the same as what Myrtle's going through, so I'm sure you'll both be fine.
You don't have to talk about it in front of other people.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. It's just that sharing is caring, you know?
Okay. Thank you for helping me share with other people.
I really am sorry.
I know, I said thanks already, right?
But you put so much emphasis on share. That's sarcasm, I know that.
Aqua. Sorry if it sounded that way, but yeah, kinda get what you're dealing with. Although it's a bit different for me.
What's your problem?
Burnout. I've been working on something for 2 years straight.
Oh.
But no one outside the office knows about it. And those who do don't seem to appreciate it at all.
I thought Full Metal Conflict had a new game every 2 years.
Yes. I don't really work on them. Not directly.
So what do you work on?
A secret project. I'll tell you under friend DN.
Friend non-disclosure agreement? What? Alright, I'm not with the paper anymore anyway.
It's part of a special team. We're tasked with making a breakthrough in the studio. We need to be able to make a prototype for a new IP.
Oh, that's what the news article was talking about.
Or worst case, another FMC game in a different genre.
Isn't that a dream job for some people?
That's what I thought, at first. You're a writer, right? Imagine being a writer, but you can't publish anything you write for years.
That doesn't sound like a pleasant situation at all.
My team has been making pitches. Dozens of them. Hundreds. Thousands. Out of all those countless pitches, only a handful got approved for prototyping. And so far, none of the prototypes have been approved.
Ouch.
There's only 7 of us on the team. The 7 samurai, that's what they said.
So you haven't released anything for the last 2 years?
Sometimes our team works to support others, but they're going through a crunch cycle. They need to hit an almost impossible target, we jump in.
No wonder you folks were considered the 7th samurai.
I guess, yeah.
By the way, Myrtle, I just realized. Oh, sorry, I did the wrong voice.
What?
Usually, developers get their vacation time after finishing a project, right?
More or less, yeah.
When was the last time you had a vacation? Never.
Before I joined this company, I guess.
That's like 4 years ago.
Uh-huh.
Dude, no wonder you're so burned out. Yeah, that's facts. Yes, that's why. You need a vacation.
But I can't just take one.
You can. In fact, you will do it tomorrow.
But tomorrow is...
I'm not done yet. You will take tomorrow, the day after, and another day after off.
But where should I go?
To my home. Don't worry, I'll take care of that.
You will?
I'm going with you. Okay, I need to stop. They're just friends. They're just friends. It's just that Aqua got kind of shy and awkward when Freya asked why they're here. And to me, you wouldn't really get that way unless there's some kind of feeling there beyond just like platonic attraction or platonic bonding, you know?
What about Max West?
That's not this weekend. Forget about it for now.
Hey, okay. But I can't do it tomorrow. How about starting Friday? Still a long weekend getaway, right?
Alright. Oh, I'm so excited. Wow, Aqua. You look like a different person. Really? I'm sorry. Don't be. Okay, it's settled then. I need to go home now. Prepare for our getaway.
I'll come with you.
To my apartment?
No, we'll walk together to the bus stop, just like last time.
Oh, okay then. Everyone, see you next week, okay? Have fun. Take care out there. May you find joy during your vacation. Neil's been real quiet. Neil is like learning when to chill out. That's what's up.
Okay, see you folks later.
Day is coming to a close. Vacation, huh? You definitely need one, Freya. I know. Bro. I'll try to ignore it at first, but I keep messing up all of the voices. But not now. I've got to finish this draft first. As we have said before, you can do it, Miss Freya. Thanks, Neil. Anyway, are you gonna close anytime soon? Depends. Why? I'm in the mood for some writing. Then please, take your time. You sure? Do you want another drink to be going on with? Still on the house. I definitely won't say no. Aww. Okay. That was a cozy day. That was a cozy day. No drama, no crazy, stuff going on. Bedchamber. A cup for those longing for a deep slumber. It looks like milk and chocolate. Just chocolate, I guess. Maybe a lot of milk and then a little bit of chocolate or choco powder. I don't know. What's in that drink. It's a full moon. It's a full moon. Okay, so Gala. I feel like Gala's gonna be in this next episode, but I'm gonna stop here. We're gonna save. The game will let me save. Okay. Oh, it's just one person. It's one person today. I feel like it's gonna be Gala, y'all. I truly believe in my heart of hearts that's gonna be Gala. Let's look real quick. Oh, it just showed one. Okay. What? So some days, yeah, some days only had like 1 or 2 people. Okay. Well, this day has one. So 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 days left. Okay. We're almost done with this game, y'all. Thank you guys for watching. I'm probably gonna just record some more videos because I'm off today and I don't really know what else to do. Peace.